Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Super Mario Sunshine. We're going through the rest of Pianta Village this time, except for maybe the last Shine Sprite. I can't quite remember, so we shall see.
When did you record this playthrough?
Like a year ago.
Oh, okay. All right. I wasn't sure.
I mean, this is BrainScratch comms. I think the longest time between recording a game and actually commentating on it has literally been like 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, something like that, if I remember correctly.
I remember like Trauma Center, one of those games.
Oh no, we never did Trauma Team.
No, but we did do a Trauma Center game, though.
Yeah, we did Trauma Center, but that was a pretty short turnaround on that.
Okay. That was years ago. So
do we want to do another Trauma Center game? I can record Trauma Center New Blood, guys.
It depends. I mean, what was the reason why we didn't do the other one? It was too long,
because it was
right?
60 parts of surgery gameplay, and none of you guys have ever played the game before.
Oh my god!
Trauma Team is also 2/5% visual novel, which actually means that like half of the actual runtime is visual novel, because there's 6 stories in Trauma Team. And 2 of them are visual novel focused. One of them is Diagnosis, where you're doing like a Dr. House, what do they have kind of thing. And the other one is Forensics, where you're doing a CSI, how did this person die kind of thing. And they are very interesting, but however, it is also a visual novel. So it is just looking at people talking and...
looking at still images talking, specifically.
Still images talking, and...
but just why we'll never do an Ace Attorney game.
No.
Likely as well.
I did also record Ace Attorney 1. That would have been like 30 parts, I think, if I had done that.
Isn't that why we did the movie?
That is why we did
Yes, that's why we did the movie.
I wish that we had decided that before I edited the whole thing.
I can't believe that movie was my first ever exposure to anything Ace Attorney. This is because we did it before I played the first game for myself.
Honestly, it's a pretty accurate rendition, all things considered. It is just as stupid as real Ace Attorney.
Now I'm inexplicably thinking of the Yakuza movie, not the new one.
They made a Yakuza movie?
Yeah, Japanese only.
Well, is it like a dragon?
Well, I think it would be called Like a Dragon because it's a Japanese movie, but I think this was before the Western property started being called Like a Dragon. So, but like there's an older Japanese only Yakuza movie mini-series kind of thing. I think it's been a while. It has that same quality of being just as stupid as the source material.
How do you I guess it's tangentially related to that, and I think we may have talked about this before, but on that subject of the West finally transitioning from Yakuza to Like a Dragon, because it was originally called Yakuza here in the West, do you guys often like find yourself wondering, I like the series name in this instead? Like, do you prefer Like a Dragon or Yakuza, or like, to use another game as an example, is there a game where you prefer what it's called in like Japan as to what we may call it in America or the West? I guess.
Well, I mean, the only series where I kind of prefer the Western title in this kind of case is Resident Evil, because I just think that title works better.
Yes, but I would agree. I don't hate Biohazard, but I just like saying Resident Evil more.
I mean, it's weird. I just like going with what with what I'm used to calling it. So it's usually whatever I heard first or whatever I associate it with first. And it also has some amount to do with, like, I'm an English speaking person, so I will inherently prefer the English name. Like, if somebody calls Mega Man Rockman, I do internally roll my eyes a little bit. Because if you're not Japanese, you did not grow up in Japan. But is
it an individual's choice?
It is an individual's choice. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. You're not a bad person for calling Mega Man Rockman or anything like that. But it does make my weeb alarm go off a little bit.
Yeah, I was like, you can call it Rockman. Don't get me to say Rockman. I'm going to call it Mega Man.
I'll acknowledge that Mega Man, when he's not actively fighting as Mega Man, is a robot whose name is Rock, because that fits with role.
Oh, no, it's way better than his name being Mega.
Yeah, because that's just stupid.
Yeah, but like, you know, as a series name and whatnot, I think Mega Man works better in English. It loses the rock and roll pun, sure, but the rock and roll pun isn't part of the title in any case, so that doesn't matter to me so much.
Yeah, a lot of the time it is just a matter of they choose the names because they do sound better in English that way.
I thought you were going to go skidding off the platform. But like with Yakuza and Like a Dragon, I've always had a bit of a chip on my shoulder about regarding the name they chose to give the series in the West, because it just doesn't really fit the series. It makes it sound like the GTA clone everyone thought it was before they played it and realized it was an RPG.
I think that's the only reason why they called it that. Yeah.
What they called it? Why you mean they called it Yakuza or called
Yakuza?
It
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they just called it that because calling it Like a Dragon, especially in the mid 2000s, would have given a really weird idea of what it was actually like to the Western audience who's not as used to this sort of thing.
It would have sounded like the title of a kung fu movie, which is kind of what the games are. you know
what, actually? Now that you're saying it like that, you're right.
Even then, though, it didn't work, right? Because Yakuza, as a series, didn't pick up until years later.
Yeah, it was like Yakuza 5 or 6, I think, was the first one that took it. Kind of like Fast and the Furious, actually.
It didn't really start to hit mainstream until Yakuza 0 came out, and that's because Yakuza 0, well, number one, it came out around the time Persona 5 was taking off, so everyone was sort of in the correct mood set for the Japanese setting, and it was also, like Persona 5, incredibly stylish. So, you know, it scratched a similar itch. And, you know, from there, the series just, like, picked up a lot of traction. Everyone, like, who played Yakuza 0 picked up the other games, and it was like a snowball going downhill.
I also, you do also have to give immense credit to the Yakuza fan base for not only being incredibly passionate about the series, but also being incredibly welcoming to newcomers, which never happens. The typical nerd thing to do is to gatekeep the hell out of your series and be like, oh, these casual new players are ruined. And no, the Yakuza fan base did not do that.
I don't think they're actual Yakuza.
That's another reason that the Yakuza title is a bit weird, because for most of the series, Kiryu is not one of the Yakuza. He used to be. But like the start of I
don't think, maybe former Yakuza wouldn't work as a title.
He's Yakuza for like the first hour of the first game, and for the rest of the game he spends 10 years in prison and then returns to the city as a civilian. He's not Yakuza. So it's a bit awkward. Another series that I actually do prefer the Western title for, though, is Fatal Frame. You know, there's a trend here. It's the horror games that have better Western titles. Project Zero, which
in
is
English that sounds far more generic. I agree.
It refers to like the zero shot. Fatal Frame is another thing in the gameplay mechanics that they took the title from, but I think Fatal Frame as a title does a better job of conveying what the game is about. Not to mention, it sounds like a horror title.
Yeah. Street Fighter Alpha in Japan is Street Fighter Zero. And I prefer Alpha because I think it's more indicative of what the series represents.
Well, I mean, both titles technically work for a prequel.
Both titles do, because in some interpretations, Zero is the beginning.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like Alpha, the first letter of the Greek alphabet, Zero, you know, prequel. But both titles work. Alpha sounds a bit more badass in English, which I guess was what they were going for. But
Mario camera's this way.
What's he looking at?
Oh, look at your shines. Nice.
Mario forgot where the hard cam was. Oh, this is it. Corona Mountain is
John.
now available.
Hey, John.
Hey, John, did you know that if you enter and exit Corona Mountain, the water will drain?
I'm going to shit out of my ass.
John, that's where you always shit.
Wait, what water will drain? Oh, the water in Delfino Plaza.
So yeah, once Corona Mountain is open, Delfino Plaza gets flooded, and this is supposed to goad you and force you into just doing Corona Mountain right now, because you can't access a lot of shit while water's all over the place. What the game does not really tell you though is that if you exit Corona Mountain after entering it, the water drains. And I did not know this for the longest time. Because normally I'm already doing my shine sprite collecting and my blue coin hunting before I do the final Shadow Mario mission on Pianta Village.
Yeah.
What name of it? Yeah.
Village was the word.
And it's not as no, because I forgot, like, I don't know why I thought it was like Pianta Square or Pianta Plaza. But normally I say Pianta that for last, because you can still access that easily because it's above the Shine Gate.
Ah, yeah.
So if you go back into Pianta Village and then while the water's out, and then finish a shine and leave to go back to Delfino Plaza, is the water still there? Do you have to go?
That I don't know.
I'm not sure. Someone in the comments will answer for us. So
Yeah.
Oh no.
the
Oh yeah,
boat.
this final level sucks. I forgot just how like.
So wait, hold on a second. Wait.
We were
wait a
off
minute.
to an okay start
Wait.
with the platforming, but now we need to steer the boat by spraying water backwards.
So wait,
And this
are
is-
we doing Corona Mountain now?
I'm getting the blue coins.
Are we fighting Bowser? Oh, getting the blue coins. Okay. I was gonna say, it's like, we're not fighting Bowser now, having roll credits and then end on collecting shit.
Oh, you know, I was about to ask, wait, are you gonna try and drive the boat backwards? But then I realized you could just jump in the lava and exit the level that way.
I think
little
you
more
can also
dramatic.
just choose exit level.
The lava's weird in that that the physics
where's
are
the fun
just
in that?
the water and it's just colored orange.
So the thing about this stupid fucking boat is that instead of just giving you a motor and a steering mechanic like any normal boat, they force you to spray to move, and it's like it's another Wii remote gimmick where like they saw that they wanted to do something to really hammer in the physics.
Did
And it's
collecting
like-
that blue coin just almost
Jesus
flip you
Christ.
out of the
Yes.
boat?
No, because he moved towards it and he clipped through the lip of the boat. And I thought you were dead. Like, you should have died. In fact, I'm not happy with this.
Well, I'm gonna have to do this again because the boat's gone. So
Oh boy. Yeah, and I mean, the boat does respawn after a point.
back there, yes.
But all the way back there, right?
Yeah. I want to say, because there's no checkpoints in this.
Well, I mean, at this
Like,
point,
you have to one-shot
at
this.
Yeah, at this point, you're at the end.
I mean, part of it's also just that it's literally a straight line, and as long as you're not dying, like, getting through only takes, like, a minute, you know? Oh, no. Please tell me you... Oh my god, Ryan, you didn't! Oh my god, I hate you so much. Oh my god.
Oh, okay. I see. I wasn't sure what you were talking about, and now I hear it too. Okay.
I hate
Wow,
you so
that's
much.
actually kind of tilting. I'm putting the volume all the way down because the shit does drive me fucking insane.
Wait, you're just looping the first few notes.
It's
Yeah.
the Silver Gunner mix where
And it
it's
doesn't-
just the first
and it
few notes
doesn't
of Delfino Plaza, but it never starts. Yeah.
This wait, oh no, that's just okay. So speeding up the textures on the wall makes it look like the water is sinking. So it's been messing with my head looking at it like this.
I think the water is pulsating up and down though.
No,
to
but
be
like
fair.
the way that the textures are moving, it made me think
Yeah.
that like the lava was lowering, but the boat was sinking along with it. But it's just an optical illusion because of the sped up video.
and the hazy heat.
Can we just stop to appreciate how, like...
Oh my god, I hate
Me
this
when I
boat.
parallel park.
The most challenging thing about the final level is just the scattering of blue coins around the final island.
Oh no. Oh no, Ryan, I swear to God, you're gonna wake up one morning and then a ukulele is gonna smash you in the face with a Home Alone death trap. And then you'll know it was John that did it. I helped, but John...
I would say my immediate question was like, who the fuck hit me with a ukulele?
My first thought was, wait, what are Yuka and Lele doing here? And then I'm just like...
Another question is, what's a ukulele?
It's a type of tiny little guitar.
God, you can just, when it's sped up like this, you can really see how much of an asshole this boat is to control.
I think there's a level in Noki Bay where they expect you to do this with a boat there.
You can just swim,
but you can just like skip it.
There's also the Poison River, which functions along the same logic.
Seeing this sped up though is the funniest shit, especially when you have to like course correct with like the tiniest squirts. It's like
this reminds me of learning how to drive at 16 years old. Is what it is. It's
yeah, like, this mountain has traffic cones too.
I got one, so one more to go.
Okay.
Okay, after just cut to the end, dude. I don't care.
No, listen,
oh my God.
Normally, I'm not part of the. I suffered through it, so you. Oh, thank God. Oh no, God. Sometimes you have hope, and then that hope gets crushed like a tomato.
Blue coin.
No, do the blue coins get crushed? I hope they do. They deserve it.
No, they're indestructible.
Don't.
Ah.
But so I had a point. The point is that if you're going for 100% in this level, this is what this looks like. The most like uninspired Mario Maker ass platforming challenge, followed by the world's worst boat controls. And then if you want those blue coins, you ram into something, you make one mistake, and you have to do this whole thing all over again.
Like that. This is me trying to salvage it, but nope.
I mean, if you told me that you made it, I would have... No, I wouldn't.
I would have believed you, yeah.
Oh, man. Okay, so... Yeah. And you know, when I first played Corona Mountain, I thought, like, okay, this is a cool platforming sequence to open the level. This is the cool platforming sequence to open the level on. I wonder what interesting things they'll do with this mechanic as I get further in. And this is the only platforming in the level.
Not even watching the screen anymore. Is Ryan still on the boat?
It also hurts that it's literally a straight line, I think, as well. There's no, like, twisting or curving to make it visually look more interesting.
I have a slight theory that like Pianta Village and Corona Mountain may have been designed early on as test levels and just sort of got like thrown into the game at the last minute because they didn't have time to do a proper end game. I don't know. Sunshine was already delayed.
Yeah, because Sunshine was intended to be a launch title for the GameCube, and it didn't get done in time. I mean, to be fair, I think that... I don't know how different the GameCube's launch would have been had Sunshine had made it, too, because... Made it at launch, what I mean. Because, like... Oh my god, the fucking scream.
What?
Damn it, I missed.
Oh my god! Oh!
Ryan... Oh my...
I hate this stupid boat. It's like my least favorite part of the game.
But you don't gotta fucking punish us for that.
I can tell that he's getting impatient,
better.
too, because he almost rams into the wall trying to go at full speed multiple times. I mean, okay, so let's put it this way. You've been doing this for the past 5 minutes.
I love those ground pounds.
In real life.
It's like, damn, go on.
How much are you speeding up this footage by?
This looks like 3 times speed.
About that, yeah.
Yeah. So Ryan spent about 20 minutes trying to do this.
This is a
I just
very
wanna point out.
small section, so 20 minutes is way too much goddamn time.
And I don't think he's playing that badly either, for the record.
I'm upset.
Oh, Christ. Why?
Because that was miserable.
Well, yeah, but after a point, it's like, motherfucker, edit, please.
He did. He sped it up.
He did not. No, he didn't. You just fast forwarded.
That's editing.
You got other shit to do.
No, I think that was necessary. That had to be shown because, there are people who are extremely forgiving towards Super Mario Sunshine's failings. But no, the failings are pretty bad. And that was one of the
People
bigger
are too
ones.
nice in this game. And that really boils my piss.
Well, I'm nice to the game too, but you have to acknowledge the issues it has in order to move past them and grow.
Oh, fuck me, dude. Oh.
Yeah, we'll be getting into more issues with the game later in the next part of Super Mario Sunshine.